Hi everybody, this is Terry from Sweet Pea Papers, the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group, and the Junk Journal and Paper Crafts Facebook group, and the coffee shop Sweet Pea Papers. Now, all those links are going to be below, so don't worry about that. Just follow the Linktree link. It'll take you to all of my links. In video 1, we went through the papers a little bit. And we got this page done. I added the card with this guy with the thing on his head. I don't know. Caliper? Not sure. And then I put a charm on it. And it's actually a watch. But I liked the back side with the gears better. So I put the back side to the front. And there's a little charm on there that says handmade. Okay, so we're going to go to page 2. We've got 2 and 3. And then I've got something special for 5, so we're going to skip to 5 and we're going to decide on 4 later. Okay, so page 2 is fairly simple. It's just a pocket page. So I've inked everything. And we're just going to glue this on as a pocket. It's the top of one of the pages. No, we're not. We're gluing this on as a pocket. It is a pocket. We're going to put it right over these pens. Put this pen over. This is the top of a page, and I thought it looked like a postcard. So we're going to use it as a postcard, and then we've got our little fold in half. Now, for some reason, this side is upside down, so we're going to use this side to the front. Maybe they were supposed to be cut apart as 2 cards. I don't know. I folded it over. So let's go ahead and glue this pocket on. Then we'll be done with this page in under 5 minutes. Now, this doesn't cover the whole page, so we have to center it. This was a gusseted pocket that I cut the gussets off of. Okay. So we're going to put this on page 2, right here, just like that. I might add a taller card too and put it in there. You know, out of one of the papers. We're going to have papers left over because we're not going to have time to do a 2 signature project. Yeah, I probably should have cut this cardstock down a little bit for some reason. Okay. Put this card in. We'll put this on. Oh, no, because that will cover up this. So leave this card on here. Maybe we'll put something on this card. Got a barometer, which really has nothing to do with anything, but fits on there. I kind of like that one better. Let's put that one on there. We're using black soot. My Scan and Cut did some creative cutting on some of the pockets in the ephemera, but it cut this one out the way it was supposed to. If I had made a gusset in this, which I still could, we could put little note papers in there. Yeah, the dotted line is here and the other dotted line is there, so I could fold this. Oh, it wouldn't be even on the bottom then. I still might add a few little pages and just staple them to the back. Okay, so let's ink this. I have some steampunk stamps. I wasn't really going to go for steampunk with this. I'll give it a little more thickness. There we go. And then for page 3, we're going to need some acetate. I love this piece of ephemera. We inked everything. Sorry about the bruises and stuff when I reach. Just didn't feel like wearing long sleeves again. And as we know, I just had surgery. I'm filming this on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve morning. It's 7 a.m. Not sure if that's tall enough. It's not. So we need to turn it this way. And we're going to need it to be look out, I got a ruler out. We should be able to get away with 1.5 inches. We need to have enough room to put that piece under here to make it slide. Just take a scrap piece of paper. Alright, so we'll cut this 1.5 inches wide. Now let's do the length or the height. Okay. Did this come off? It did. It came unpinned. Hold on. The pin came undone on the card. One of the charms was laying here, and I was like, wait a minute. That can't be right. Okay, so we're going to take this and this and just a scrap piece of paper. And we're going to put a piece of paper across like the widest area. So it's going to be here. And we don't need it to be very tall. Let's see if we can get away with that. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Then we lay the belly band down. And we put the card across. With glue on either side, so we're making a belly band on the back. that the belly band goes through. Come on. Okay, that should work just fine. Oops. Okay. This isn't going to be exactly... Oh yeah, well. Okay, so we need to move it over just a little bit. Okay, let's put the glue on the belly band. We're not going to move it up and down anymore right now. We're going to wait for all the glue to dry everywhere. We've already tested it and it worked. Alright, so let's put it so the center of the corset is above the center here. Let's do it this way. Okay. I stuck my finger on it with the glue on it. So I got it quick enough and I was able to scrape most of it off. There's glue coming out at the bottom. Okay. Then we've got a card. Did I set paper aside for a card? I did. And I thought we could cut this down on either side so that we could see where it says knowledge. All right, let's do. Let's try cutting it off first. Okay, that should be good. And let's just cut a thin bit off either side, just so it's a little bit narrower. I don't know if that's enough. Now I slid it right under there a second ago. This is the trial and error method of measuring. Yeah, that's fine. Let's round the corners and ink it. Oh, I'm doing the wrong. I sent my Christmas cards out this morning via Messenger, so I'm getting messages back, I would think. Probably shouldn't have done it right before I decided to record, but okay, so this goes on here like so. Oh, look, it matches right up, that little curl. Okay, so this is going to go on here like so, and then you'll be able to move the corset up and down. Yeah, I wrote page 3 on the back of the wrong piece of paper. And I should probably put something on the back of the card. So I'll go back and do that. So now I think you're going to like this next part. I saw it on YouTube, and I really wish I had written down who it was, but I didn't. So if you're the person on YouTube that did this, let me know, and I'll put a link to your YouTube video under this video. Okay, because I really thought it was a neat idea. You definitely have to make sure about any glue sticking out. Because you see it really well with the black. Not like having it on white paper. Okay, so there's 3. And then we're going to do 5 and 8, sort of. So we're going to take them out to do them. I haven't picked any paper for 8 yet, but I do have paper for 5. I didn't ink it or anything, and you'll see why. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fold this piece of paper in half around this, but shorter, make a pocket and a pocket. Then we'll decorate with the papers. Okay. So we're going to fold this in half. My hand's getting shaky already. Been on the computer for a little while too. Oh, for gosh sakes. I felt okay wearing the short sleeve shirt because minus the bruises, you can't see the scar. It's on the underside of my arm, so I figured those of you who don't want to see anything and are kind of squeamish won't see anything at all. Wow, I really folded that crooked. I've already used the bone folder on it. Okay, it's straight top and bottom. We're going to be cutting the edges off. And this is going to be in the center, so you won't see it. Okay, so now if we want this to go around this, and then go in for a pocket, let's try a 1/4 inch, and then take a look and see if we might want 3/8. Yeah, I'm going to go with a 1/4 inch. Yeah, and then we're going to have a notch. So we're not going to glue it on as the pockets yet, because we need to cut this to size. And so now we don't need this right this second. What we need to do is measure this with a little bit of a gap. And a little bit on this side. So that means cutting off approximately 3/8. Okay. Now what we're going to do, so that the pocket thumb hole lines up, is before we glue the paper on, we're going to hold it even. Let's make sure it's all right. We're going to hold it up here even. And do the thumb hole on this side. And then when we move it down where it goes, then you'll have your border. Just a little bitty one. Okay. Let's ink this. I didn't pick out a paper for page 8 because I figured once I showed you how to do this one, then you would know how to do the other one. Now we want to glue this on 3 sides. No, we don't. We want to glue it on all 4 sides. And then trying to decide between putting some ephemera on here, which I think would be cool. Oh, look what I did. The barometer's upside down. So that makes the thumb hole on the wrong side. So that means it has to go on page 8. Okay. I wasn't looking at it. So to fix that, we're just going to do the same thing, only we're just going to cut the black paper this time. And then we slide it down and it fits like magic. Okay, so this is page 8. So apparently we're doing 8 first. Let's re-ink this in case we caught any of it. Well, yeah, these don't line up, but that's okay because the other pages are going to be in between. Yeah, that's right. So we're going to glue this on all the way around because it's a paper. So that's going to be page 8. And what we'll do is we glue this on as a pocket. So now we've got the backwards problem of the notch already being cut out. So what we'll do is we'll pick our paper, we'll cut it down to size, we'll hold the paper up to here, open it up, and cut the notch out of the paper. Okay? Don't glue it, just hold it up. Okay, so now this is page 5. I hadn't picked the paper out for it. I need something that I can cut off on one side or trim down on one side. I think this one would work. I almost use this as the cover. So at least I caught that in time to fix the upside downness of it all. The upside downness. Okay. So now what I want to do I want to cut the thumb hole and then trim it down. Now we're going to trim it down by putting this where it goes and then cutting this off where it needs to be cut off, which is going to be right there. Isn't it funny that it almost doesn't look like it was cut out with that, but it was? This almost lines up like a gyro on this side and a gear on that side. Now remember, this is 5. It's going to fold this way because these are going to be the insides of the pockets. Okay. I didn't ink it. This one's a little shorter than the other. I mean, this way. Oh, it doesn't matter. You're not going to see them against each other. Okay, and we're going to take them and individually, in other words, one at a time, glue them on as pockets. So we're just going to glue this side. We have to glue the bottom even though there's a fold. You don't want stuff sliding down in through the hole, you know, into the middle and getting folded and caught and all that. And you want to line the fold up. It shouldn't be. There we go. And a little bit of glue seepage there. Okay, so now we have a pocket. Open this one like this. And then we got a pocket on this side. Okay, that's going to be page 8. So then we can just decorate. The pages. Pretty cool. Any way we want. I'm envisioning, you know, a word, maybe the word inventor. I think I have it. Where's science? I could put this up here. As a belly band. When things are not where they're supposed to be. I get confused. I get easily confused. Do I want to do a belly band, or do I want to just do this up here? I could put this right here and make it a tuck spot. Yeah. So let's get it's not long enough. This one isn't really thick enough. I've got two different thicknesses. I think one's craft paper and one's cardstock or chipboard, so I'm going to have to go through and get the craft paper out of there. And it will raise that up off the page a little bit of dimension. Sorry, having one of those cramps. Okay, is it going to let go? Okay. Now I know to come grab the glue bottle whenever it gets stuck like that. And then, of course, we'll have to make cards, you know, to go in here. And then we'll ink this hand. carefully. Now, how's the best way to glue this on? I think we should glue it from here, just down along the side, and across the bottom. And then we can tuck something in there. Those little strings. Okay. And so we've made a tuck out of that. Yeah, that'll work. And scan and cut didn't quite decide between the cream colored border or the scalloped edges on the inside, so it just kind of cut a mess around the edges. So I'm just going to kind of try to square it up a little bit. Leave a little bit of the mess on there, why not? My stuff is getting all messed up. I need these words all together so I can keep track of them. Oh, we're down to 3 minutes. So we'll stick this card in there, and then we'll call it an hour. And then I'll come back, and I'm thinking of putting a word across the bottom here. Or a border or something. I need something there, I think. Yeah, we just don't want to shove it down too far because we don't want it to get stuck in the glue. The glue hasn't dried. So that'll go there. Looks a little weird on a guy's forehead, but could be a fortune-telling card. You never know. All right, so that's going to be it for this video. We've got the double pockets, we got this pocket page, and we got this floating belly band, okay, with a card. So that's pretty good for an hour. I think we'll call that done, and I will see you in video 3, and we will do 4 and decorate 8, and then see about doing 6 and 7 in the middle. We'll do something. Okay? All right, I'll see you then.